Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel. So today we are doing the weekly forecast. So this is a general reading where we're going to tap into a bunch of different energies and just see what we need to know today from Spirit for the week. So I know some of you guys might be wondering, where is the challenge that I spoke of, the Halloween challenge? I'll actually be doing that in another video later on today, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, you guys, all the decks I'll be using, I will list them down below, as well as this beautiful organite created by my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. Let's get started. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and start off with some messages from our spirit animals. Okay, so what spirit animal is making its way into our life this week, and what message does the spirit animal have for us? Let's see what spirit animal is making its way into our lives this week, and what is the importance and the message around this spirit animal. Let's look at that energy. We have unicorn, okay? So that unicorn energy, it says, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So obviously we're not really going to see unicorns in life, right? But it could be that we see, like little symbols, or we can see jewelry or pictures of unicorns. And this really reminds us to get into our artistic side. Do something creative this week, you guys. Your spirit team is urging you to do something creative. And it doesn't mean you have to draw. It doesn't mean you have to paint or create a craft. But this could even be that you're sitting down and you're doing some sort of visual type meditation, using creative visualization, maybe just sitting back and dreaming about what you'd like to create this week. I think that that's beautiful. So let's see what else. We have wounded healer, wisdom from experience, humanity, and care. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a good opportunity for some of you guys to maybe deal with something that is just feeling kind of crappy. So some of you guys are just feeling kind of down, or you've been wounded, or you're still licking your wounds from a situation, or you're trying to get through something. This will be an excellent way to kind of shift the energy. It doesn't mean it's going to take it away, or it's just magically going to heal it, but it is going to help you to process something. So maybe this is a creative writing. I know in my past, when it has come to situations that I just really wasn't happy about the outcome and how things went, I started creating a story, like an actual fictional story. And it was cool because it started to get my creative juices flowing. And then I realized, wow, this is a form of therapy for me. And I turned to writing in this like journal, if you will, or kind of like, book. And it's a great way for me to not only be creative and imaginative, but it also helps to deal with some of the wounds that I still have left over from situations. And so I feel like that is the message for you guys this week. Find a creative way to process, channel, and express yourself when it comes to the things that have hurt you in your life. So let's go ahead and get a tarot card here. What is the tarot card to go with this? Actually, I'm just going to fan them out like I've done the rest of them. The Emperor. Beautiful. Organization, leadership, and structure. So I feel also too, for some of you guys, you might be ready to take things to the next level. The Emperor is ruled by the sign of Aries, and Aries are very much leaders. They're extremely confident. They get organized and structured. They're a boss. They get things handled. So I feel like if some of you guys have an idea for a business, or an idea to do something with being creative and maybe turning a profit, I feel like it might be the time to start kind of getting these things organized, getting your thoughts organized, taking some sort of lead in this situation and structuring, like kind of taking a fantasy and turning it into reality. So you guys might be on the verge right now of taking an idea and turning it into reality. So don't let your insecurities, or don't let the things, just feeling like, I just don't know if I'm ready. Really allow your confidence to override any insecurities that you might be feeling this week, because Spirit's saying it's time. It's time to take something that you're thinking about and turn it into reality, or bring it forth into your world, by actually, instead of thinking about something all the time, actually start doing something. Start channeling this energy. This will really help you when it comes to you feeling down and out. I love this opening message here. What a beautiful reminder. All right, so now let's go ahead and go into a message from our angels. These are angel therapy cards. Let's see what our angels want us to know this week. Okay, so we do have Archangel Raphael coming in. This is a very big angel that is coming through and saying, this healing is with you. I'm supporting you with your healing. Also, if some of you guys identify with being healers, you're working with energy, you're working with people, you're working maybe just with your own healing, this angel is showing up huge this week. And I feel like it's really cool because this wounded healer, that makes sense to me. All right. A healer helping to heal wounds. This angel is assisting you this week. Now, this angel is also assisting you. It's kind of like it takes one to know one. You have to go through things first, right? This is the experience. It says wisdom from experience. You wouldn't know. It's kind of like someone who is like a drug recovery counselor. Usually, it would be that you would get into that field because you struggled with drugs yourself. I feel like this is something that you've gone through personally, and so you're able to assist others because you know what they're going through, because you've gone through it. So some of you guys right now could just be really trying to figure out, what you want to do with your life, or what you came here and were meant to do. And it's through your own wounds, it's through your own experiences that this is being revealed to you, if you are interested in doing healing work or being a healer. But if not, this could just be this angel here helping you this week with your wounds. And I think that that's a really beautiful message from a very powerful angel saying, I am with you this week. I mean, I'm with you always whenever you need me, but I'm really showing up for you this week to help you with your wounds. So let's go ahead and get another oracle card. Processing energies. Beautiful. Look. So this is an adjustment period. This is a settling of energies. This is processing the energy that you are either still holding on to. We have number 55. So fives for me are about struggle. It's about challenges, but it's also about changing and transmutation. And then 5 + 5 is 10, which means, and we have that nice circle there. To me, this is a cycle. We're wrapping up a cycle, some sort of healing, some sort of period of wound and suffering is coming to a close. So allow this energy to, kind of envelop you this week so you can clear something. Feel things to heal it. Don't pretend things aren't there. Honor all of your feelings that come up this week, because it will help you process this energy, because you have to feel it in order to heal it. Let's see what else. Yeah, there it is. There's that 10. See how Spirit's working with us right now, just talking about freeing ourselves and going into this recovery mode after an ending. So the 10 of Swords says it's time. It's time to pick yourself up. This card really doesn't depict, for me, the true pain of the 10 of Swords, because it's more of like a love and light type of deck, which is fine. But the 10 of Swords, traditionally, it looks like someone's dead on the ground. It's very painful. It's a painful ending. It's a painful cycle. And I love how he's surrounded here with the swords like it's a circle. It is time. Time is up. It is time. Hey, stop it. The cats agree. It's time to stop the fight. It's time. Stop it. I have this bully cat named Tinks. She's the youngest, and I don't know what it is, but she is like, I don't know, this little tyrant terror. But yeah, this is just telling us here it's time to process whatever it is that we're holding on to, whatever it is that is just causing us to feel like we are broken or we're wounded. It's time to let these wounds work work for us instead of work against us. I hope that that makes sense. So it is time, is what Spirit's saying. If you've been stabbed in the back, if you feel like you've just been left for dead, abandoned, all of these things, Archangel Raphael is showing up and saying, let's address these things this week. Even if that means let me guide you to a healer, somebody in the physical world that can help you. That is what's taking place this week. It's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's now look at a message for self-care, all right? Let's get a self-care message for the week. What do we got? Release. Wow, so there's something about letting something go this week, for sure. So it says, sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. So I know it sounds simple, but it's true. As long as we're holding on to something that is just creating mass blockages and pain, we're not going to be able to be happy. We're not going to be able to live our life to the fullest. So we have Tea of Transformation. Wow, that's really cool. Look at this, you guys. Look at how all these cards are bouncing off of each other. This says healing, remedy, positive change. So as you release, as you let go of something this week, you are going to experience some sort of transformation and positive shift and change and healing. A lot of messages about healing. Love this. And transformation. Ace of Cups, so we can start experiencing new opportunities for love, for friendships, just relationships. So the Ace of Cups, I always relate to our own cup, and our own cup and whatever is in that cup is how we're going to relate to other people. So if we're coming from this place where we've released a lot of crap, we've released a lot of things that have just been keeping us small and heavy for a long time or even toxic, now we're refilling, restoring that cup with this more healed, pure energy. So now when we go off into the world and we, have experiences with new people, they're just going to be that much better and that much more, of a high vibration. They're going to be much more what we're looking for. So I love that this is a teapot. It's kind of like allow Spirit to pour you a new cup of tea this week, you guys, by pouring out an old cup of tea that's just no longer serving you. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's go ahead and get a message from a goddess. What goddess message wants to come up for us, or a goddess wants to come up for us this week? What is the message? What goddess is coming through? Oh my gosh, we can't make it up. It's like so crazy. Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. That's literally what it says, you guys. So something huge, major letting go of something here, okay? And it doesn't mean that it's gonna feel like a cakewalk. Some of you might really struggle, but hey, the healing that you're going to feel, the shift in your energy field that you're going to feel, you're going to be so glad you did it. You're going to be so glad you let something go. Dashing through the snow. We have minor setbacks, delays, and roadblocks. So you see that horse is shadowy. It's a dark horse. Actually, it looks to me kind of like a Pegasus, right? I don't see a unicorn horn, but I think it's funny that we did get the unicorn this week. But this is about flying through a situation, dashing through the snow. As much as it feels like a roadblock to you, as much as it feels like it's so hard to do, you're going to find a way to get through the energy this week. That's what this is telling me. We're going to get through this energy. We're going to make it happen. We're going to let something in so we can start fresh, start new, experience new dreams, experience new beginnings in a reality, believing that not all is lost, knowing that we're actually protected, understanding that maybe sometimes things don't work out because it's not for our highest good. So we are hitting the reset button this week with the Fool, you guys. We're dreaming a new dream. We're pouring a new cup of tea, and that new cup of tea is going to restore us for new beginnings. Yes, and I want to also say too that the Fool is connected to the planet Uranus, and this planet is all about freedom, letting go. Freedom, expansion, and just seeing things in a totally new light. All right. So let's go ahead and get an Ascended Master message. What Ascended Master is with us this week? What message do they have for us? Oh my gosh, we have Ganesh. First of all, Ganesh is a very protective force, very, very protective. Also clearing obstacles on your path. So I really like that we just got this card here, which talks about roadblocks. Ganesh comes through when we're experiencing a roadblock, so we can say yes, that we have the power to clear. It's also protection as well, protecting us from things that don't serve. So we're saying yes to closing up old cycles. We're saying yes to ending things. We're saying yes to new beginnings. That's why Ganesh is coming through. Amazing. Round and round, scatteredness, aimless repetition. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're getting out of that cycle. Another number 5 here. It's been quite a struggle here. We've been on the same carousel ride for a long time. Round and round, really things are not improving, things are not changing, things are not going anywhere. So let's get off of this cycle. Let's get out of this routine. It's not working for us anymore. Maybe it did at one time, it's just no longer serving us. It doesn't feel good anymore. So we're being asked to get off this ride because at this point we're just freaking sick. We're dizzy and sick and we're over it. We have the 6 of Earth, going towards things that give back. So these are about situations, you guys, where you are giving you're putting effort into something and you're getting something in return. There's a return on the investment. So if you guys have been maybe spending a lot of time in situations where you're not really getting your needs met, whether it's a work situation, family environment, friend, lover situation, whatever it is, you're moving towards, this energy where you're actually getting something in return. It's worth your time, it's worth your investment. There's something that's paying off here. So we're going towards a more prosperous time because we're actually saying yes to self-care. We're saying yes to, we matter. Our needs matter too. What I want matters too. I'd like to experience happiness and success. I know I'm worth more than this because we're saying yes to ourselves, yes to loving ourselves and not accepting crumbs in life, no matter what the situation is. Because we're saying yes to ourselves and stepping into that power, life is giving us where we're at. So where we're at in this vibration of power, of self-respect, self-love, self-care, other people are going to start showing up in that same energy. So if you guys have been going round and round with people that just treat you like crap, just give you the runaround, aren't being honest, don't want what you want, not on the same page, that cycle is ending. There's an upgrade that is available for us this week. Let's get off the carousel. Let's get on a new ride. This ride is it's old. This ride is, in a way, kind of for kids. So let's get off. Let's get off of the carousel. All right, so let's now get a message from the moon. These are Moonology cards, manifestation cards. What does the moon want to tell us this week? A message from the moon. Full moon in Pisces. Oh my gosh, you guys. So this full moon in Pisces, I believe, is what just passed, if I'm not mistaken. This says forgive. That's the key word. It is time to forgive. So it's very important for us to realize that our emotions and what we have attached to whatever this ending is, that we do the work to forgive. We forgive ourselves. We forgive this person. Does that mean that, we need to make it okay with what somebody did? No, it just means that we're not going to take the poison with us. We refuse to take the poison any longer because it's not really helping us. It's actually hindering us. So it is important that you forgive yourself and forgive others because maybe they just don't have the tools, or maybe you guys just aren't on the same page, and that's okay. It's like getting to a calm place that it's okay. It's okay with what happened, because when certain things happen, it's just an indication of where people are at with themselves. So we're not really taking it personally. We're not taking somebody else's defects, their character defects, their flaws, their traumas. We're not taking it personal because we know it's not about us, so we're just choosing to forgive and just be in that state of forgiveness and just that higher vibration where we don't have to experience all that darkness and shadow all the time. It is important to feel those things, yes, but It's time to kind of pull out of that cycle is what I'm seeing here. So the full moon in Pisces means like we're really feeling our emotions, because Pisces is very emotional. We're feeling our emotions. Also, our higher selves are trying to communicate with us, our intuition through our dreams, right? Something is telling us something. It's time for us to also, I do see Pisces, it is ruled by Neptune. Neptune has a lot about illusions and fantasies. And I feel like that might be somewhat why the unicorn came up too. Some of us might have been maybe stuck in a fantasy for a long time. And it's okay. It's okay that, maybe we wasted time, or that we believed something that didn't turn out to be true. It's okay. Forgive yourself. You're here to learn. You're only human. Sometimes we just make mistakes. Sometimes we get it wrong, or sometimes we just don't fully understand. So it's not even a mistake. It's not even right or wrong. It's just that we don't understand. So if you don't understand something fully, maybe it will be revealed at a later date, but right now it might just be time to let go of things that we don't quite understand, and that is okay. I love that message. Field of Dreams. Look at this, the dreams energy. Okay, so bounty, and this is a good harvest, and this is about investing in a new dream. So like there's other things out there. There's other fish in the sea is what I'm getting here. There's other opportunities for us. There's a whole field available to us. If we see this, if we recognize this, number 10. So the cycle, the moon cycle, the circle cycle, all of it. So once we step into the new, we're going to, in a way, just kind of naturally forgive and let go of this other situation, because as soon as we start walking into this new field, we're going to be so happy that we're not going to be focused on all that ugliness or all of that hate or blame or sadness, because we're too busy living new dreams. So it's very important for you guys to move forward on your journey and maybe focus on some new things, because even if it feels difficult at first, you will start to just naturally shift and your focus will be on other things, and you won't have time to focus on all that other stuff because you're going to be so busy living your dreams. I love that message. Let's get a tarot here. The Magician. Yes. Oh my gosh, Mercury's energy. This is connected to Gemini and Virgo. So to me, this is saying everything we need to know. It's like you've got all of these tools in front of you. What do you want to create? What do you want to do? It's time to manifest. It's not time to sit back and think about everything that's happened to you. Yes, you can reflect on it, but it's time to start to utilize this. It's time to use this as fuel in order to experience new dreams, to create abundance for yourself, right? It's all about the energy that we are in. I think I said this the other day. It's like whatever we're marinating in becomes the flavor of our life. So if you're marinating in sadness and let's say you're marinating in lemonade, like lemons and limes, those are really sour, right? Your experiences and everything around you are going to probably seem sour and bitter. Let's marinate in something sweet, okay? Let's spend our time in sweeter energy. Let's marinate in some honey. Honey attracts, right? Honey attracts things. Honey is sticky. Honey is sweet. So let's figure out what we're marinating in, because that's going to determine what the flavor of our life tastes like. So I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather taste honey than the bitter lemon, right? And the thing is, we're not always going to feel 100% all the time. We're going to have thoughts. We're going to have feelings. We're only human. We do need to honor it. But again, it's just the amount of time that you're marinating in these energies. That's what counts. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to start realizing just how powerful you are, how powerful your energy is, and what energy you want to reside in the majority of the time. And this is really going to be detrimental to the experiences that are ahead for you guys. So it's very important that you guys do that forgiveness, do that work, so you can move forward towards newer things. Just got goosebumps because it's so amazing. All right, last message, you guys, is crystals. So what crystal wants to come through this week, and an angel that has an affirmation to go with it? Let's see. Terminated quartz, right? If I'm saying that right. Very interesting. I actually have one of these, and it just kind of seems like this like little black strand. It's just so out of place. It's so odd, but it's interesting, the story of how it's created. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Hey! Ah, geez. Are you a slave to technology? Oh my gosh. I feel like this is a message that actually came through because I'm doing 2 channels now. It's like, I don't remember where it came from. Did it come from the Mystic Moon reading that I did, or was it on here? But there was, and even Instagram too, there was something about taking a break from social media or taking a break from technology, putting our phones down. It's interesting because there's a lot of things that I've been listening to lately on YouTube, which is, yes, technology, but it's like I am shifting my focus more onto things that are educational or things that give me food for thought, not mindless crap, right? And even though sometimes we do need that time, we do need to just watch things where it's just like check out or just be entertained. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like we have to really pay attention to what we're feeding ourselves with technology. And or just the time that we put into it, or how much emphasis we put on it. Like, is that who we truly are? Is that our identity? Is our identity and the way that we feel based on likes, subscribers, the way that people are interacting with us, the people that we actually don't even know and that we don't know, or they don't know us? Like, how important are these things? How important is it for you to play the algorithm game just to get ahead? These are all things that I have personally myself struggled with for a while now. And it's like, I just have to show up just doing my thing and the way that I want to do it and not worry about all that other crap. But it does feel like a slap in the face sometimes when you put a lot of effort into something and there is no return. So then you have to kind of figure out, is this worth my time anymore? Is this saying something? Is the spirit's way of saying something? So let me continue. Are you being bombarded by too many electromagnetic frequencies? That could also be something too. Amplify the protection from these draining forces by reconnecting with the earth. Take periodic breaks from electronics and re-energize yourself. So let's just say the first thing that you guys do when you wake up in the morning is you check your phone. Maybe don't do that. Maybe just make a shift. Maybe drink your coffee or your tea or whatever your morning routine is. Drink it outside. And don't take your phone with you. I did that the other morning, actually. I bring the cats out every morning in the backyard to drink my coffee. And I always have my phone with me because I'm like, I got to be, being proactive by getting a bunch of crap done all the time, when there's time. But I just sat down with the cats and just watched them and just looked at the dragonflies that were swimming over the pool and just like listening to the wind. And I thought, my God, I've been really missing out on some great things here because I've always been just focused on my phone. So I'm only saying that because maybe some of you guys are starting to feel that way too, where you're looking to make a shift, or maybe you're wondering why you're so agitated or why you feel just so negative. It depends on what we're looking at as well. If we're constantly looking at crap, like, oh my God, especially on TikTok, I'm not trying to say anything negative about it, but I mean, it's people, it's not really the thing. It's the way that we are plugging in and what we're doing in our activity on it, right? But just all these things that were coming up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why is this coming up in my algorithm? There's obviously something that I watched one time, and now it thinks that I want to see this all the time, and I don't, right? So it's almost like this algorithm now is haunting me, and I'm like, I don't even want to go on TikTok anymore. I don't even want to watch anything. So we have to be careful too, because sometimes what's being thrown at us isn't even what we need. We have to pay attention. We have to be discerning and say no. Okay. Angel of energy fields. I am grounded and focused. I enjoy relaxing in nature to regenerate and rejuvenate my energy field. Very important. My body easily deflects electromagnetic frequencies in my environment. I balance my life with fresh air and sunshine. So yes, this is also about if you do work from home like I do, it is important for you guys to at least step outside, even if it's in your front yard or your backyard or whatever. Very important for you to re-energize your energy fields by stepping outside, because being indoors can sometimes just really, really cause you to even start to feel depressed. So we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves in that way. Okay. So this tourmalinated, if I'm saying that right, quartz, it might be a stone that maybe you guys have or that you want to pick up, and that will really help to clear this energy field as well. Maybe if you're working indoors or you're just having to look at your phone or work with technology, having one of those would be good. 1111. Ooh, this is Spirit's way of also telling us here that if we're seeing a lot of 1111s right now, it is Spirit's reminder to say you are on the right path, okay? So it's not necessarily even connected. This is just my opinion. I don't like to connect signs unless I specifically ask for them about other people. This just tells me that I'm on the right track for myself in my own life, just on my own, with my own spiritual journey. So when I see 1111s, I don't connect it to a twin flame thing. I don't connect it to any of that stuff. Maybe you guys do, and that's okay. But I feel like it's telling you to pay attention to how you're feeling, what's going on in your life at that time, where you're at, what your goals are, what your thinking is at this time. Because I think what it does is it confirms for you that what you're thinking or the plans that you're making are correct, that you're on target. I love that. All right, let's get one last message, you guys. One last message. We have the Eight of Air. So the Eight of Air is the Eight of Swords, self-doubt, confusion, and free will. Yeah, I kind of like this too, and I will say this because I did say the whole twin flame thing. 1111 is very big in the twin flame community, and a lot of people feel like when they see it, that confirms that the person that they're connected to, is either their twin flame or they need to be with this person, etc. I don't think, this is just my opinion here, I don't think that Spirit, especially if you're dealing with a toxic person, someone that has cheated on you chronically, somebody who's married, somebody who has another life with someone else. I don't think that Spirit is sending us an 1111 to confirm that that is the person that we need to be with. That wouldn't even really make sense. So we need to sit back and ask ourselves, is this really, does that really sound like it's my person? Does this really sound like this is the best avenue for me right now? If it doesn't, us humans, we are misinterpreting the sign. We're misinterpreting what Spirit is giving us. Just like I said earlier, when it comes to using social media platforms, instead of demonizing and villainizing these platforms, why don't we take accountability for our own belief systems and our own, like what we're doing, how we're participating in these situations. No one's making us do anything. No one's making us have to be with a particular person. So this is a very I'm stuck, I have to, there's no way out, this is my person, I'm screwed, I'm attached, soul connection here, I'm bound to this person for life. That's all a belief system, you guys. We can unravel any belief system. Why? Because you have free will. That's why you came here to planet Earth. You have free will. So I'm not trying to undo anybody's belief systems here, but it's talking about if something isn't good for your energy, why on earth would Spirit continue to tell you, you need to stay connected, you need to stay with this person? You're in agony over someone. Someone is just, terrible for you, or they keep lying to you. You keep experiencing nothing but heartache and just all these things. And so you try to let go. And I hear this all the time. I've let go. I've done my healing. And then all of a sudden I'll see their name again. Do we really think that Spirit's saying that means that Spirit's saying, stay attached to this person, stay connected to this person? I feel that sometimes Spirit's bringing these messages forth, whether it's these signs, to help us to see that what we're doing is working, that we're detaching from that person, okay? Or that we are on the right path with our healing and the things that are good for us. So just take the temperature of the situation. If the temperature is like boiling over and it's horrible for you and you're getting burned, it's about seeing the signs differently, making these signs about you, not about another person. So that's why I refuse to, in my own experience, to take these angel numbers or to these signs that I see and attach them to someone else. I always make them about me personally and what Spirit is telling me about my own energy and about my own path, right? So some of you guys, and I don't know that this is the case, but if some of you guys are really getting confused because when you try to let go of someone that's negative for you or bad for you, and then you get this sign and then it's confusing you, you're only doing that to yourself. It's your own attachment to the situation. Spirit is never going to push you towards someone that is toxic, that's bad for you, that's hurting you, That's not how spirit works, okay? It does help you, though, confront your own stuff. And that might be one of the reasons why you're still attached to a situation, because you still need to clear it. You still need to figure something out. That could be it. But it's certainly not to keep going into the lion's den and getting screwed up and fucked up over and over and over again. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you this week. So I just wanted to let you guys know, I'm obviously going to be doing the giveaways later on today. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's what I got. So anyways, I'm also today, I think I'm going to do the earth, air, fire, water signs that I post over on TikTok. I'm going to do a 3-minute video today for each of them. And I think I'm going to repost them over here for you guys, just in case you guys want an additional message for just your particular element of earth, air, fire, and water. So I'll be posting 3 readings here today. Very interesting. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.